Hi, this is Marty with Skincare Science, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to discuss what a client bought. Actually, I promised her a video, so here it is. All right. Okay, so we'll call her Client A. She didn't give me permission to use her name. Actually, I should have put Client M, but all right. So Client A. All right. She bought the first time. That's what the line represents. Buy one, buy two. AHA3 facial cleanser, facial toner, Lactin, and vitamin A, vitamin C. And she waited a week, spoke to me, and she came back and bought Ceramide Lotion, hyaluronic acid serum, and healing facial mask. One thing I would like to, while it's fresh in my mind, healing facial mask. There's all these skincare products now that are all about fighting pollution and whatever. Okay. Okay, this is so stupid. All right. Okay, it really is this stupid. Okay, watch. How can the skincare industry start to design products that are meant to fight against pollution? Okay, wait for it. Okay, the skin's job is to protect us from the environment and hold moisture in. So the skincare industry thinks it's a great idea to create products and then tell the end user that it's going to help protect them, or I don't get it, from pollution. Yeah, pollution's bad, but I mean, the skin has been protecting us from stuff for hundreds of years, right? If not thousands and tens of thousands. I mean, oh man, the skincare industry, gotta love it. Okay, so as you know, I just call BS when I see it, and this pollution thing is bullshit. It just completely is, and I don't believe a word of it, and it's all bullshit. Okay, all of it. All right. But healing facial mask, if you do believe it and you are going to buy a product that potentially could help you, I thought about it and I asked myself which product would be one that could. Healing facial mask could be that product because the clay within healing facial mask, if you've seen other videos of mine as it relates to describing this product and how it functions, it is possible that the clay could sit within the typography of the skin. You wouldn't see it, okay, but it's there, and that could prevent and or help the skin and the body protect itself from the environment. The way I look at it is healing mask occlusive, meaning occluding the skin, covering it? Yes. Is that going to protect you from? I don't know if protect is the right word, but maybe just a barrier is formed between what will be able to get into the skin and without being disrupted, which healing facial mask would be a barrier disrupting the entry of that. I think you get, if you have been watching my videos, listening to me long enough, you understand what I'm saying. Healing facial mask is that product within the Serene line, which you could use for that. I will never develop a product specifically to combat pollution. It's a joke. Okay? All right. Back to the client. AHA3 facial cleanser, facial toner. There is no confusion there. She would want to use that. I'm going to write AM, PM right here and what to do. Oh, and I'm sorry. That's why I'm doing the video, to tell her what to do. And she can do variables, but this is just a nice foundation of what I would do as it relates to the product, active ingredient, and her skin type. And she is a fits 2 on the small scale. No, let me do this. 2 on the small scale, and she's fits 2, 3, I would say 3.5 on the large scale. Okay, all right, so AHA3 facial cleanser, facial toner, no problem there. She's going to go ahead and do this, AM and PM. Facial toner is the same, AM, PM. LAC10, we will cover, oh, and I'm going to do the units. So she's now at 6 units. Let's do this. She's at 6 units. That's 0. LAC10, we're going to leave away. Vitamin A. Okay, so vitamin A, vitamin C. But if you've, again, some of my videos, vitamin C is done in the morning, and the reason is because vitamin C is a natural SPF. But I don't recommend any products like this being used in the morning, and you'll see why in a second. But I don't adhere to the use of vitamin C in the morning because that relates to overusing products, having too many products in the morning and doing 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And I believe that using AM and PM and having these massive protocols at those 2 times in the day increases the cosmetic expenditure and use of the product, and it's not necessary. And over indulges the skin. Okay, so vitamin A and vitamin C is going to be, here we go, PM. All right, and alternate. I spelled that right? Okay. So Monday in the AM and then in the PM, vitamin A, Tuesday, vitamin C, so on and so forth. If you double up Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, however you want to do it. But I don't think there's any reason to apply these every single day. I've always been that way, and I don't think you need to do it. We'll come back for LAC10, and now let's go on to Ceramide Lotion, hyaluronic acid serum, and then we'll finish with healing facial mask and come back to LAC10. Ceramide Lotion is easy, AM, PM, and it's as needed. Hyaluronic acid is AM. And would you put hyaluronic acid, serums underneath lotions? Absolutely. Healing facial mask is going to be one time to 2 times weekly. Okay. This product is not going to dry like refining clay mask. So what you want to do is, basically, you would want to do AHA3 facial cleanser, facial toner, and do healing facial mask. You could put vitamin A or vitamin C in anti-aging product underneath it and then occlude it with the healing facial mask. Healing facial mask is going to sit within the typography of the skin. It will be the last thing, and you want to go ahead and apply it and then wipe it off. It will not dry, and you don't want to wash your face or put anything on afterward. Go to sleep, and this will occlude your skin and be extremely, extremely hydrating. If you've never used this product before, go ahead and feel your skin, apply healing facial mask on top of it, let it sit for a couple of seconds, wipe it off, and then feel your skin. What you're going to feel is the healing facial mask that's sitting in the typography of the skin and smoothing it, but you're not going to be able to see it. If it's your first use, I always recommend doing that so you can feel it and understand what I'm talking about. Let me see. Healing facial mask, ceramide lotion, AM, PM as needed. Hyaluronic acid serum underneath the ceramide lotion and or alone, and this would be AM and PM, and again, as needed. Now, the ceramide lotion, you're going to use AM and PM and in the evening. As it relates to the vitamin C, if by chance you use too much vitamin C, and you will know when you use too much vitamin C because the amber color created by the pycnogenol at 1% within the product will turn the skin, it's not permanent, it's just you can see it on the skin, that amber color, and very, very tacky. So if you see too much tackiness and you see too much amber, you're using too much. Remember, a little goes a long way, and remember the skin is not an up and down organism, so looking from the skin, I'm going to draw a circle like a bullseye, looking at it down. If you put this amount on your skin, it's going to traverse through the skin like that. Okay, so remember that it's not about coverage everywhere. It's about pushing it to where it needs to go, and the skin will do the rest. It's built that way. And as it relates to the other video in percutaneous absorption by way of the skin, I discuss how the skin does that and why, along with compartments of the skin and how products, make their way into the skin and what the skin does with them. All right, so we've covered, Lac-10. All right, so I'm glad she chose Lac-10 instead of the AHA 10 resurfacing lotion or anything stronger, because she has three, and I'm going to need to erase this. There we go. Okay, because she has 3 units in the morning and the evening, totaling 6. So what she's going to, and that's daily. So that's awesome. She has really pretty skin, and that's the right amount of acid. And every once in a while, she's going to want to bump it up. And here's what she's going to want to do. Okay, Lac-10, you're going to want to apply 1 time to 2 times weekly. Okay, in the PM. And the protocol, when you're going to use that, and on that day, it's going to be 16, because that's 10%. So Lac-10 moisturizer is going to be 10. So that, oh, I'm sorry, look what I did. 10, and then if we come down here, we have 16 units on that day. Otherwise, she's always at 6, which is a great idea. She's, I think, 30 years old or something, so she's, past the burning of the teenage years, and she's coming into 30, 35, which starts the concerns over skin, wrinkling, anti-aging. So it's perfect. All right. So on that day, she would want to do AHA3 facial cleanser. I would not on the AHA3 facial cleanser, I would dilute it down. All right, and then a little bit more water, a little less product, get a good cleanse. And that's why I would want facial cleanser sensitive skin, but because she's doing a lot less acid, it's okay. Dilute the HA3 facial cleanser down to more of a sensitive type, meaning the glycolic acid is buffered, pH is up. It's not going to be the effect of the glycolic on the skin, and therefore the Lac-10 is the one you want to apply afterward, and don't apply anything else. Now, a little bit advanced, you could come back and you could put the healing facial mask on top of that and occlude it, but you would you never know with skin if it's going to become inflamed based on something you do to it. So go easy, try it without the healing facial mask to occlude it on top of it, and just use the 2 products on that particular evening, which is the HA3 and the Lac-10, and call it a day. And just be careful. Always use a less is more approach, because when we apply an acid at any percentage, we really don't understand exactly what's going on. We know what the acid's going to do, and there's enough information and education out there to keep us grounded and solid and experienced in what we're doing, but you just never know with skin. So you don't want to do something, wake up in the morning, or do something and an hour later, you've got a complication. So always take a less is more approach. I always recommend it until you know your skin or know your client. Let me overview this for a second, see if I got everything. I think that I did. Fitzpatrick 2, 3.5 on the large scale, female, 30 years old. Units a day is 6. 1 to 2 times a week, she would bump it up to 16. Vitamin A, vitamin C in the PM, alternate them. Ceramide Lotion, always AM and PM or as needed. Hyaluronic acid serum, can you put ceramide lotion and hyaluronic acid serum underneath it? Absolutely. Can you occlude, and as far as healing facial mask, what products can you put underneath that and have a really nice outcome as it relates to the active ingredients on the product underneath it, and then the occlusive nature of healing facial mask? That's going to be vitamin A, vitamin C, and the hyaluronic acid. Other than that, it's a one-off idea that I may have mentioned, like the Lac-10, and that's it. Let me see. A quick note, ceramide lotion, when you cleanse your skin with any surfactant, and if you looked at the video on the stratum corneum, the stratum disjunctum is going to be affected by the use of the surfactant. And the intercellular, or I should say, the spaces between the corneocytes are going to be affected by the cleanser, the surfactant, immediately. Ceramide Lotion and ceramides, or the active ingredient ceramide in this particular product, replenish what was taken away or lost. Is it an exact science? No. Is there enough information over the past 15, 20, 25 years as it relates to that product? Yes. Is there proven efficacy as it relates to what I just said? Proven? Well, if you get enough people who say the same thing or experience the same thing or see a positive outcome based on using a new protocol, and there are enough of those people, that's enough for me to say, I cannot prove it, but yet this is what I know and have studied and have seen. That's good enough for me. Make sense? If you've heard me on FDA and other related topics as it relates to what is provable, what is scientific, I think I've stated more or less where I fall within those guidelines. I hope this helps client M or client A, and this gives a really good foundation for other viewers and other professionals who are using these products and would like to use the same protocol. And that's all I have. This is Marty with Skincare Science, and we'll see you in the next video.